Hi, everyone. This message is for anybody that has potentially been affected by recent layoffs within their organization, such as Salesforce, Meta, Stripe, several others. First and foremost, I just want to say that I'm sorry that you're going through this and that it's a devastating time for many, and that I can relate. And, I want to provide some tips today that may help you and inspire you as you continue your journey through this. We know that when things like this happen, this is a life-changing event, right? Some of the most significant things that happen in our life include getting let go from an organization. And, if you are at all like I was about a year ago, when I actually experienced a layoff myself, I had been with the organization for 16 years. So it was like an extended family for me. And, it can be really difficult. For me in my situation, it was, I'm grateful that I had some tools in my tool belt at the time that I could, pull out immediately when I got that phone call. But I was prepared for that phone call at that moment, even though I didn't know that was going to happen that day, that time. But literally, as that phone call and that conversation was occurring, I allowed myself that first half of that call to grieve, to reflect on the fantastic opportunities and experiences that I had during that 16 years, the great relationships I had built, the great projects that I had been given the opportunity to be a part of, and all the fantastic things that were enveloped in those 16 years. And then I made the decision, the conscious decision about halfway through that conversation to then switch to the future, right? And what great opportunity was in front of me to take advantage of, right? The fact that I had the opportunity now to shape what my future looked like and to be very intentional about that. And so I started getting excited right there, right then on that phone call about the next steps that I was going to take. And not all of us may, have approached or are approached that discussion that way. But if you didn't, you have the opportunity to shape kind of how you present and how you decide to move forward, how you place your feet forward every single day at this moment and from now on. And so I'd like to, share a couple of tips for you. But, first and foremost, I would say, one thing is just be grateful for the experiences that you've had with your organization and the many relationships that you've been able to build and the contributions, right, that you were able to make. And at the end of the day, this may mean that you're meant to do something different. Your contributions are meant to be valued in a different way, right? And this is your opportunity to seize the moment. And the world is your oyster, right? So what can you do with that? I would say one of the first things is to look inward. Look inward at your unique capabilities and strengths and get excited about those things, because only you can deliver what you can deliver in the fashion that you can deliver it. So I'm going to ask you, what is one strength of yours that can fuel you through this event and fuel you through the future? What strength can you activate right now, today, that can get you excited about what the future holds for you, because the future, again, it's a great opportunity, and it is your oyster. It is what you make it. The second is to build your board of advisors, build your network. Now is the time. Develop a group, a team of individuals that you can meet with on a regular basis to share your experiences, to share the great things that are going on in your life, and to share some inspirational, moments, but then also to share what you all are doing to move forward, right? It could be a group of you that have experienced this layoff together, or it could be, a network of individuals that you look up to, that you find motivating, that will support you through this time. And the last thing that I would say is, it might be really easy to cling on to the first thing, or to latch on to the things that are coming your way. But regardless of how many things are presenting themselves in your universe during this time, do not settle. Make sure that you have a list and a process to ensure that your next move aligns with your purpose, with your strengths, with your unique capabilities and contributions, and what you love as an individual. Do not jump into the next thing, right? You should have a series of questions that you ask yourself, and you ask the organization that you're interested in determining whether or not it is an exact fit. Okay. Because at the end of the day, emotions are high. And when we don't recognize them, and we're not able to fully control them, we tend to, act in that moment, instead of truly making sure that we're making the best decisions for ourselves and for those that are around us as well. Because of the fact that I've been through this, and I've had to go through my own journey, my decision was through, of course, my investment of my own coaches. I had been on a 2-year journey to be certified as a life and executive coach. And so, I spent about 2 months making the decision on whether or not I was going to open my own business or what the future looked like. And I made that decision in January of this year. But because of the fact that I've gone through this process, and, I know the steps and, what somebody goes through, I'm always here to have a conversation, to support you in any way that I can, because I know that it's not easy. And I know that it is life changing. And I know that the decisions that you make right now are crucial. I want to be able to offer you and extend to you whatever support makes sense. But just know, even if it's just my story, that can perhaps help you, or motivate or inspire you along the way, know that I'm here, and I'm always willing to share.